Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He isn't just talking big, he's likely to go far in his career because of how determined and hardworking he is. When he sets his eyes on something, he does whatever it takes, often working in a strict and focused way. He doesn't believe in shortcuts or wasting time, so you'll see real effort, not empty promises.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to react very strongly, sometimes getting angry or snapping at people around him. He feels problems deeply and can show his frustration openly, which may lead to shouting or harsh words in the moment. You might need to give him space when he's upset, but rest assured, he'll return with renewed determination.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people respect him because he works hard and gets things done, but he isn't easy to get along with. He has a serious and sometimes blunt way of speaking, so he doesn't go out of his way to be friendly or gentle. He cares about people in his own way but isn't great at showing it, so some see him as tough or even harsh.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he may feel a bit unsettled. He wants to be the one leading and making progress, so your success might shake him at first. Sometimes he could react with anger or make comments that sting, even if he doesn't mean to hurt you.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, it's very likely that he will feel uneasy and maybe even resentful, though he might not say it directly. He wants to be the main provider and leader. So, your higher income can make him feel like he's lost his place. You might find him pulling away or trying to prove himself in other ways.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money very carefully and likes to keep things in order. You'll notice him planning budgets, tracking expenses, and making sure bills are paid on time. If you need help saving or organizing your finances, he'll likely be strict but helpful.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend he's richer than he is. He believes in spending wisely and only on what's really needed, not on flashy things or fancy outings just to impress others. If you see him spending, it's usually for practical reasons, not for show.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind in his own way and cares about people, but when it comes to money or giving, he's usually quite strict and careful. He won't spend freely or give away things easily, always thinking twice before opening his wallet. Sometimes this carefulness might feel a bit cold or stingy, even though his heart means well.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's open and straightforward about money matters. If something needs to be discussed, he will tell you clearly, even if his tone is blunt or serious. He believes in keeping everyone informed and making sure money is handled properly.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He tends to believe that housework should be shared and takes responsibility seriously, but you might find that he expects things to be done in an orderly and efficient way. He won't just dump all chores on you, he's willing to help, especially if you ask directly or set clear routines together. Be prepared to work as a team, even if you need to guide the process sometimes.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually pitch in and do chores, including helping with diapers and other daily tasks, not just stand by and watch. He takes responsibility seriously and wants things done the right way, so you'll often see him getting involved, even if he's a bit strict or particular about how things should be finished. You won't be left alone to manage everything. He believes in sharing the load.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
Most of the time, he puts up a strong argument to prove he's right, especially if he feels challenged or criticized. His first reaction is often to defend himself and show why his way makes sense, sometimes getting loud or stubborn in the process. Just be ready for debates and strong opinions before you reach a middle ground.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he tends to lose his cool and can say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way. He doesn't always hold back and might raise his voice, use harsh words, or make sharp comments in the heat of the moment. His anger can come out quickly and may feel scary or upsetting to you.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he's the kind of man who gets angry quickly and it's not something to ignore. Fast tempers can cause serious stress and hurt in a relationship, especially if he doesn't cool down easily or keep saying sharp things. You deserve kindness and respect even during arguments.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
When it comes to saying sorry and taking responsibility, at first he may blame you or make excuses. He has a strong sense of pride and doesn't like admitting when he's wrong. So his first reaction is often to shift the blame or argue back. Don't expect gentle or quick apologies. He needs time and sometimes a push to see things from your side.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle with respecting boundaries at first, especially if he feels strongly about something. Sometimes he tries to push his own ideas or needs, even when you say no, because he's used to being in control and having things his way. Pay close attention, your comfort and safety always matter.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He might feel hurt or rejected and could show his feelings through anger or coldness, thinking it's about him rather than just how you feel. Instead of quietly understanding, he may ask questions or even make sharp remarks, looking for a reason why.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You can trust him to keep private moments safe and not use them to hurt or embarrass you later. He understands the importance of protecting what you share in confidence, even if he can be tough in other areas. Even if arguments get heated, he knows some things should never leave the bedroom or be used as weapons.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is mostly faithful and doesn't get easily distracted by other women. His focus on work, responsibilities, and keeping things organized means he values stability and commitment in his relationships. He'd rather invest his energy into what he's building with you than risk everything for a fling or side interest.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He can be a bit controlling and strict, but he isn't usually over possessive or suspicious by nature. He likes things to be clear and organized, which might show up as setting rules or wanting to know what's going on. If something bothers him, he'll speak up directly rather than quietly keeping doubts.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what seems like being protective can sometimes be a sign of a controlling personality. He likes things to be done his way and sets firm rules. So, what starts as care can turn into strictness or needing to have the final say. You may feel that he wants to guide or supervise your choices, not just keep you safe.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and takes his responsibilities seriously. He doesn't expect you to do everything alone. Instead, he steps in to help with chores, schoolwork, and guiding the kids. If you want a partner who joins in raising your children, he's likely to meet you halfway.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper quickly. His first reaction might be raising his voice, getting angry, or saying harsh things instead of patiently listening to their side. He cares deeply about their success, so mistakes or emotional moments can frustrate him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will support your role as a mother and respect what you do for the family, but there may be times when he struggles to see you as your own person outside of those duties. He's practical and expects things to run smoothly at home, which means he might focus more on your role in the family than your personal dreams or interests. With honest talks, he can learn to encourage you as a whole person, but you may have to remind him that you're more than just a wife and mother.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, with him, there is a real chance that he might support your career at first, but expect you to step back or quit once you have a child. He's practical and likes things organized at home, so he might believe that it's best if you focus full time on motherhood after the baby arrives. Make sure he truly understands and respects your dreams now and for the future.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act just polite on the surface rather than showing real warmth to your parents. He's not very soft or expressive in his relationships, so while he will be respectful and follow the basic manners, it may feel a little formal and distant. Your parents might feel he's reserved or even strict, but he means well. He's more likely to expect your family to adjust to his ways than for him to bend and fit into theirs.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's likely to react strongly and may make things worse before it gets better. He doesn't have much patience for drama or clashes and can lose his temper quickly, saying harsh things or becoming very blunt. It's important to talk about gentle ways to deal with family issues so both sides feel respected and heard.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is very likely to be modern and practical with you in private, but expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. Around family, he may want you to follow customs, dress modestly, or take on traditional roles, even if he doesn't mind a freer lifestyle at home. Remember, it's your right to be treated with the same respect and kindness everywhere.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his family, he's likely to support you and not just stay out of it or side with them. He believes in standing up for what's right and wants things to be clear and fair, so he will step in to back you up even if it leads to tough conversations. Sometimes his support may come out as strict words or direct actions, but you won't be left alone to handle the problem.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's not a classic mummy's boy, and isn't afraid to stand up for you if there's a conflict with his mother. He respects family but doesn't let anyone push him around, even those closest to him. He doesn't run away from difficult talks and will support you openly, even if it means facing family disagreements.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He usually keeps private matters between you and him and doesn't share every detail of fights or your personal life with his mother or sister. He values clear boundaries and prefers to sort things out directly with you, not involve others unnecessarily. This helps protect your trust and privacy, which is important for a strong relationship.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being with him each day feels like living life on a steady, orderly path, but with little room for mistakes or surprises. He works hard, expects things to be planned, and doesn't shy away from sharing his opinions, even if they're strict or blunt.